Once a Marine, always a Marine. Erik Bryan, a Marine, and now the owner of a $20 million AC company. You know, most young kids, Erik, you know, when they grow up, they think about being a doctor,
right,
a lawyer, a professional athlete. Not you. You had a very unique career choice at a very early age.
Yeah, I did. You know, ironically, I knew probably right around the age of 10 to 12 that being a United States Marine was something that I wanted to do. Now, I wouldn't say that I never had any aspirations of not being a professional athlete and things like that. Of course, every kid does. But it is kind of uncanny, I think, how early on I realized that was something I wanted to do. And I can remember thinking in those times that it was, for me, the reason why was, number one, my dad was military, right? And every kid wants to be like his dad at that age. But more importantly is I knew that it was something bigger, right? And I wanted to be a part of something that really ultimately made a big impact on not just myself, but people around me. So, and then I just thought the Marines were cool, right? They're the baddest of the baddest,
Yes,
right? And at that age, you want that recognition, right, as a kid. So I had a very straight tunnel vision on that from a very early age.
You're very meticulous. I've known you for years.
Right.
And I that discipline, that, you know, making sure that you do everything just right.
Sure.
Failure is never an option for you.
Well, if you show me somebody that's okay with failure, I'll show you a loser, right? I mean, I don't think anybody wants to fail. And in the military, definitely it's cemented in our brains that failure is not an option, even though failure is a reality of life, right? Everybody deals with it. Mm-hmm. But doing things exact, planning, making sure that you're prepared is something that the military, all branches of the military, is adamant about. It's planning, planning, planning. It's really never about the plan, but it's about the planning. So, yeah, being meticulous, doing things a certain way has its advantages.
And
for
discipline.
Sure.
Discipline.
Yes, lots of discipline.
I see that in you. While you were in the Marines, you were well decorated. You were the company honor man while you were in boot camp.
Right.
You received the Marine Expeditionary and the National Defense Service Medals while serving in Desert Storm. You were meritoriously promoted, and you received the Navy Achievement Medal for your service in Somalia, and that is just to name a few. You were born to be a Marine. Why do you think you excelled?
Well, I think it's just that. You know, I knew early on what I wanted to do. I read a book years ago called Secret of My Success, and one of the things that's talked about over and over in that book is that if you can be lucky enough to find something in life that you enjoy doing, it's almost like the old saying is you never have to go a day of work in your life, right? For me, I think the reason why I probably excelled is because I was where I needed to be. I was where I wanted to be. I wasn't doing something I didn't want to do. I enjoyed every part of it. And so naturally, I excelled at it. And in real life, I think that's, you know, Tiger Woods. I mean, the guy would hit golf balls all day, whether he was famous or not, something he loves to do. And because he loves to do it, he's been very successful at it. So I think one of the very key things in life for a lot of people, if they want to be successful, which everybody does, I think the first fundamental of that is to find something that you enjoy doing. And then that arduous discipline and work doesn't seem so arduous and so taxing if it's something that you enjoy.
Did you carry that into your civilian life?
I did. I really did. And I use it in my business today. I mean, I can tell you that I never, ever, as a kid, wanted to be an air conditioning guy. That thought never crossed my mind. You know what I mean? I'm going to be an air conditioning owner. It just happened that way. And the nature of what I do every day in the business, working with technicians and customers and different people, is something that I truly do love to do. So I put a lot of time and effort into it, and I think that's why we've been as successful as we have, is that same thing again, right? Being involved in something you want to be involved in.
5 years in a row, #1 ranked AC company.
Yeah, and I wish I could take credit for all of that, but you know, there's been a lot of hard work by a lot of people to earn those types of awards, and it's something we're really proud of.
All right, once a Marine, always a Marine.
That's
you
what they
continue
say.
to excel.
Absolutely.